Kaizer Nation, Sanbonan Buffet 2 and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, on today's video Buffet 2, we're going to talk about something, it's going to be sore to a lot of you guys, but it's something that we have to talk about anyways. It's a bit of a difficult topic, and also I'm going to give you my lineup prediction for tomorrow's clash against Royal AM. Now, starting off with the heavy news, obviously, because June next year, 2025, we're gonna be seeing a lot of contract coming to an end. The likes of Uriv Rosler, number 1, number 2 Yusuf Mat, number 3 Njabulo Blom, number 4 Edmondson Dove, number 5 we have Uranga Shivaviro, number 6 we have players like Umduduzi Shabalala, number 7 we also have Edson Castillo. So those are the 7 players as you take a contract trouble. They are coming to an end on June. So from me to you, Bafetu, I would like to know who do you think should remain on those 7 players mentioned here. For me, I think Umduduzi Shabalala Naganjani is likely to get a new contract, and then with Uranga Shivaviro, it's uncertain depending on how he's going to perform throughout the season, because we still have a lot of games left. This December, I think we have about 3 games, and also the game of tomorrow, which is Royal AM. And yeah, in terms of Edmondson Dove, I'm not too sure what is going to happen because of that injury, which contract until the end of the contract. And also with Edson Castillo Naye, it's the same situation. And then with Uriv Rosler, I think it's highly possible Ozotola, a contract extension, but depending on the team and the coach, does he want to keep him or Funanje Ogumtengisa. And then also Njabulo Blom, it might be difficult for me to say because Kumbule, he's a loanee currently as I'm speaking with you. He's a loanee, and yeah, it will depend on Uti. Are they going to sign him permanently, and does the MSL or whatever the team may join iyavumana ukuthi simthathe umfana uNjabulo Blom? Nakhona we still not sure in terms of injuries work, but nevertheless Bafetu, he's a great player. For me, I think he deserves to play for Kaizer Chiefs. And yeah, those are almost all of the players that I think I'm a contract trouble Mawapela, or some of them might remain. But you can let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and who you would prefer for them to keep. Lapayana and Ashura and Abafetu Kumbule June ayaphela my contract. And then also going back to Imesha Kusasa Bafetu, which obviously is still going to be played at Ipulukwane Peter Mokaba Stadium, and we going up against the Royal AM, which is a team that I think probably is going to test a lot of waters in terms of the players that we currently have, because the game that we played against the Richards Bay, I think we were overexcited, and yeah, it was a bit too early to judge the players, the French players with Badlalenganjane. But come tomorrow's game, we're going to see. That's why I think Coach Nalzadin Nabi should not change the lineup the way it's corner and continue where he left off, because I think it worked very well. And also we need to see what's going to happen. But I'm not too sure in terms of Opinda Peterson because of that injury. We saw him having that jet lag, meaning there's something wrong with his fitness. So it's highly possible we might see Oprus Vuma being introduced. But nevertheless, Bafetu, I would have loved to see Brandon Peterson starting again, and then this time around Simnegeze enough chance, game time, so that he can be able to play Simbono to Susnegezane. But nevertheless, Bafetu, everything happens for a reason. And yeah, also coach has spoken about players like Gaston Sereno. He was supposed to get some game time, but unfortunately he couldn't get some game time because he's still injured. But according to coach Begafuna Jumningeza, that few minutes nyana, and then Babonuti Uzusnegezane. But unfortunately Uriv Rosler costed us on that previous game where we were one-man short. So we were one-man short because of Uriv Rosler, and he could not substitute and put in Gaston Sereno. So lento yama yellow cards and red card Bafetu, I think is something that is going to cost us a lot, and hopefully abajita bayazama, you know, to fix their problems, because I've seen Liverpool Buffet too. We had the same situation, but because they understand which they're not just playing for themselves, they're also playing for the team and the badge. They've made sure which after the first half they were playing against Real Madrid. After the first half, okay, we are getting a lot of yellow cards and we are too aggressive. Then they tried to relax, badlala the whole next 45 minutes, and I was happy with their performances, and they came up on top with 2-0 goals, winning that match. So I think it's something that Kaizer Chiefs players, they need to work on. I'm not saying Uti they don't need it, they need it, but they must know when to use it and when not to use it. So that is something that I think the players need to keep in mind, and also coach Abangaite in terms of that mentality. Now let's look at Ilana prediction Bafetu for my game tomorrow. I think I don't want to change much, as I've said, but it's highly possible we might see, you know, Prosvoma being introduced, or they might go back to Fiakentwari, because Brendan Peterson, we're not too sure what is happening with his fitness. But looking at Emova goalkeeper, let me just play Brendan Peterson because I still want to see what he can give to us. And then we also have a left back, which is Bradley Cross. I'm happy with his performances, and tomorrow playing against the Royal AM, I think second half we're gonna need to substitute him and then bring in players like Abu Bonganisem or Happy Mashiane if ever they're available, because Royal AM is not a team to be, you know, a team. It's something that we have to keep in mind. It's a team that is going to give us, you know, a difficult game, to be honest. And then also go right, because Refrosler has costed us. I think maybe this time some bencher, you know, so that when he comes back on the game, he knows what you know. So I would love to start Dylan Solomons, and then also moving to a left center back. I think we're gonna introduce Orashin Dudley again, and then later on we bring in Given him Simango. Now those two, I think they need to work very hard and closely, because I think communication yabo is not that solid. The goal that we considered by Ombutuma against the Richards Bay, going back to the game, okay, there was something that was missing when I was watching the game. So given him Simbango, I think we should not blame him that much, but I think those errors are something that will be fixed, because given him Simbango, and then Utotli was the one who was supposed to mark Umbutuma, but unfortunately he mistimed it, and then Saztolanges conceded that goal. So if it was not for that mistake, I think we would have, you know, kept a clean sheet. But hopefully it's something that they're going to work on this match if we play Buganji and Aksasa when we play against the Royal AM. And then also Lapaya with defensive midfield, I think we do not need to change much. Sbuselanje the Webing a corner, Yusuf Mat, and also Osbong Sanem Tetra. I was happy with their performances, and this is something, or a match actually, where we can test, you know, the capabilities of those players with Badlalangan actually when we're playing, you know, a team that is a bit better than Richards Bay, because Richards Bay, I did not see them in the game anywhere. And then also moving to attacking midfield, obviously the player whose contract is about to run out now, obviously I know they're going to give him, you know, an extension this one, unless they think otherwise, but we need this guy Bafetu. He's like our key player currently, so something to do is Shawalala. And then also moving forward, I don't think we need to change. Let's bring in Ashley Dupreez, and also we bring in the guy who Wandile Duba, and then later on, no, not later on, yeah, later on, if ever possible, we can introduce Gaston Sereno, and then also on the left flank we can bring in Opule Modi. We do not need to change because it worked very well, so I think this lineup could also work very well against the Royal AM, depending on the players and their mentality. I know a lot of people were complaining about Opule Modi and his performance, which is not par, but I think we need to give those players a chance. Look at Yusuf Mat, what he did last game. It was unbelievable. So there's something that I think we need to keep in mind. There's someone, actually I received the call today, this call was something unexpected, but I'm very happy from the fan of here of Football Trends with QP. He's given me, some insight, and he has motivated me in terms of, a lot, and I've picked up a lot on that call with too. I don't want to lie. He reminded me, Uguti, the players, even though sometimes they fumble on the ground. Yes, I understand. Some of you pay amatigiti, you expecting the best, you're expecting flawless, perfect perfect results, perfect matches. Everything needs to be perfect, but to be honest, we have to go back and realize what this is reality. Nothing is perfect. We're not always gonna get what we want, so it's something that I think we have to keep in mind. And this kumbolo, okay, the players now, they are human beings, they also make mistakes. We just need to support them, because as long as they are still playing for Kaizer Chiefs, we just need to be there and support them. Hopefully they will learn from those mistakes and then build up from that, and then spawn uthi bangayapi, because if siyabacindezela, then there's nothing positive that is going to come out from them. But hopefully let's criticize ngendlela a positive. They call it something criticism, but anyways, hopefully we're going to do the right thing, because Nati, we have a huge impact in terms of how the players perform. So yeah, I think this is it, Bafethu. Thank you so much for watching. Now you can let me know down in the comment section below lineup yakho ihleli kanjani for tomorrow's game. I believe this is it. Your thoughts and predictions on tomorrow's clash, and also the players who might leave Kaizer Chiefs because of contract trouble. I think this is it. Thank you so much, Bafethu. Peace.